when we last left our heroes.
You know what? Things aren't looking half bad. We managed to get Ajax out of the mines, and thanks to Sheelal, yet again, he managed to get us inside another residency of Smolderock. It wasn't long after that the resident arrived home early, due to the mines closing down. We provided a good nap for the two of them, and I asked Kai to make a few mayo grenades. Not my proudest moment, I will say, but a man gets curious when you got time to kill. As we waited out the timer for the city's runes to malfunction, Raggax managed to get me to talk more on Brander and the purpose behind Zai's letters. After a quick rest, we now only have 10 minutes to make our next move. Feels like we're finally able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We just have to lay low and make our escape. Easy enough. Arcane Amphitheatre. Episode 31. Stone's Grip.
Are there any questions?
I have something, maybe, but it's specifically for what we have up next.
Okay.
Okay, let's recap one more thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's very important. In this moment, as the town is in a moment of panic and frenzy, prior to all this, Jared did tamper with two of the runes. Now, Kaixus, you tampered with them. You tampered with them in a way that they would fail in about an hour.
Yes.
It has been 50 minutes.
Yep.
You would know, as your characters would know as a refresher here, tampering with two runes does not automatically send the town into turmoil. What it does is it gives you 24 hours to evacuate the town. That is why you guys tampered with only two.
Okay.
So it is not a 10-minute timer before everything goes boom and into the lava. It is a 10-minute timer before something is
So you're saying we can
do a heist.
hit the bank?
you could do whatever the hell you want.
We're
Hell
not
yeah, brothers.
hitting the bank.
Hell yeah,
Raydale
brothers.
is coming.
Hell yeah, brothers. We have to make it fucking seem like an accident. An accident is now. We go.
Nobody's out and about. What accident is that gonna be?
Aaravani, what was your question?
My question is, so I think that all of us out of character know what a Medusa is, but I was wondering, in character, who might have an idea of what that thing is. And since we have information that dust was, what was it, petrified. So I was curious who all would know about this so that we can have an idea of what we're...
Anyone who thinks they would know, give me a history check.
I'll
gonna
give
try.
her mine
try
with
and see.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Because
okay.
no.
15.
Raggax got a solid 15 as well.
Nice.
I got a 2.
26.
Whoa.
And Ajax,
11.
11. We'll start with Ajax, why don't we?
Oh.
Ajax, you are a very, very well-versed individual. You have read many a books. You have read many a words. You have formed sentences. You know about the Medusa. Although this feels slightly odd. You know that the Medusa is a half-human, half-snake-like creature with her hair. Essentially, her hair is these curly snakes. However, you also know them to be very dangerous, almost mythological creatures. This has to be some sort of variant. The Medusas you know and are very well versed in, as you and your family have handled them before. They spit fireballs from every strand of their hair. This Medusa has to have been magically modified in some sort of way to turn someone to stone. Aaravani, Raggax, Kaixus, everything I just said you would know to be true except for the fireball thing. A Medusa is a half snake, half woman that does have snakes for hairs, but it is her gaze that turns you to stone. Unfortunately, you do know that it is not as simple as just closing your eyes.
It never is.
As
Oh, really?
those that have engaged in combat with Medusa know how difficult it is to keep their eyes closed in the midst of combat. Aaravani. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Kaixus, you got the 20 plus.
Yeah.
Kaixus, you do know there is a limitation as to how far the range of the Medusa's gaze is. You cannot be across a canyon and spot her and turn to stone. There's a limit.
Do I know how much the limit is?
You would not know how much the limit is, but you do know that Medusas typically reside in caverns of very close proximity.
Well, I have 2 guinea pigs. 2 chances to figure out what the range is. Hint, they are less than 4 feet tall.
Hey, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
What can I say?
You can say anything but that.
Can't take it back. Already said it.
God damn it.
Anyway, I guess once we have about 10 minutes before an alert should go out and put the town on a countdown to doomsday. I guess the question is, will they open up the elevators or will they keep them locked down?
How quickly will they plan to try and evacuate the entirety of the city?
I mean, if they're smart, they'll start the process as soon as they get the alert, which should be in about 10 minutes. You gotta uproot your whole life in like 24 hours and then get out. But
What
who knows if they'll do
does
that.
the elevator, like, how does it run? Is it a motor or is it people pulling it? I'm assuming a pulley system in general, but
I'm going to say you can give me a perception roll, but I believe we've gone over this multiple times.
I do not remember in the moment. It was 22.
You know that it is a pulley system. You know for a fact it's a pulley system. You could see the counterweights going down as the elevator goes up and vice versa, right? And you saw whoever is handling the elevators always pulls down on a lever to activate it. What you did not see is what the magical contraption is that essentially takes the weights and puts weights back on the pulley system. Because you did not see any other workers at the top or at the bottom except for the elevator attendant.
Do any of, like, do the ropes disappear into the earth, or is it kind of like a full, like, circuit
It's a
that we can see?
full circuit that goes all the way down and all the
Okay.
way back up. Yeah, you could see that.
Well, I say, I hate to do this, but if we want to for sure get out of here before Raydell comes, I think we might want to consider in these next 10 minutes, and I look over at Kai, how do you think it's possible to do one more before this happens?
I was debating that as well. Make it a little more urgent on the town's behalf. I try to like Dr. House, I go into my mind and I try to piece together
Doctor.
Into your
everything.
mind.
Have you been recommended Dr. House shorts too lately?
I have. They're great. Why did I make Dr. House a D&D character? Come on. Idiot. What if I did do one more? If I sabotage one more, would this place be like, we blowing? We about to blow.
we blowing is how you chose to phrase that.
What or who are we blowing?
So you already made these checks. You know that a third rune failing would be catastrophic.
Like immediate, it's gonna the town's going.
Here is what I'll do. Give me an intelligence check. Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I'll take a 17.
If you were to destroy a third rune, you might have an hour.
I exit
hour's
my
a
mind
lot
palace.
A lot better than 24 hours, that's for sure.
I will give you this as well. With a 17, as you seep into the Dr. House-esque landscape of your mind,
Yeah.
The Mind Palace.
there are 3 elevators and an entire town. That is all I'm going to say.
Ooh. All right, I leave the Mind Palace. So, I can do it. It will drastically shorten the amount of time everyone in this town has to get out, to the point that it is a very real possibility, dare I say a very likely scenario, that many people do not get out.
So first, obviously, the women and the children. Just like any other situation like this. Which does lend Aaravani a favor.
It does.
The individual that he is currently tracking down might have a worse shot as to leaving this town in one piece.
Look, I don't feel great about dooming this entire town and many of the people in it just so we can get out of here.
I think what we need to do is we need to anticipate the state of emergency. How dire is it going to be as soon as this failsafe kicks off? What's that reaction going to look like? Are they going to immediately start attempting to evacuate the city? Or are they going to take their time with it? Allow people to gather their belongings? However, one question that also brings up, for me, the higher-ups, those in power, do they have any ties to Raydell, and do they know if Raydell is coming? And if they know that Raydell is coming, and they know that we are on the run from Raydell, which word got out somehow, some way, are they even going to let people know?
I mean, if there were terrorists in my town, I probably wouldn't make that public info.
They tried pretty much anything they could to get rid of the evidence the other night. I don't think they've told anybody anything besides heading back home so far.
So Varmir, I listened in on a conversation between Varmir and the governor, Lady Granitefinger. They are aware of our group. They are aware, at least, of who we are and what we look like. If the governor's tracking us down and currently on the hunt, and this happens, I don't know what her reaction's going to look like.
Certainly we wouldn't be priority number 1 at that point. I would like to hope so, at least. And then the other question is, even if we do this, and we get to an elevator without invoking anyone's wrath on the way, are we even going to be able... Will they let us up? Will they put up a fight? Will they cease moving? Like, will they detain us in the midst of all this?
We still stick with the initial plan, and that is you and I disguise ourselves as the 2 occupants of this residence that we've got knocked out in the back room, and everyone else is turned invisible. We have 1 potion of invisibility, and that accounts... Actually, we're gonna be 1 off.
I also cannot disguise myself anymore.
Are you out?
I'm magicked out too. So any further fighting we have, I think I've also used all my hit die. I am.
We have enough time for a long rest.
We do.
It's not the worst idea. We'll be having a fully loaded deck tomorrow, and I think most of us are pretty zapped right now, so...
I don't know if I want to wait that long for your father to arrive.
Exactly. We need to get the hell out of here. ASAP.
Well, as soon as we get out of here, we might run right into him.
True.
I'm surely he has scouts, and they're gonna see everyone is in a panic. We'd have to hide in the crowd, or at least...
Who is to say, though, that Braydell is looking for us? If he wanted to, he would have followed us all along. He has a flying city.
I think he just wants to punish me. He'll keep sending people, I'm sure. I don't think it'll ever stop.
That letter seemed pretty urgent from Zai. I don't think that he would... I've never received a letter that quickly and in such a haste as it was written. I think that if I received it the way that it was, it's clearly very important.
Okay.
Sheelal is gonna take the bed sheets off of the bed.
They're currently on the bed, by the way.
Yes, he's going to rip them, pull them off and run outside.
What? Wait, what?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Being careful, looking and making sure nobody's coming.
What?
Wait, I gotta see where this goes. No one stop him.
Should I do a stealth check? Or perception?
What are you trying to do?
You'll find out.
No, I'm asking. I'm in this moment. You are trying to be. You have grabbed. Here's what you just did.
Zach
You ran
said-
into the bedroom. As this conversation was going around, you pulled their unconscious bodies onto the floor, grabbed the bedsheet, draped it over your head, and you immediately opened the door and run out into the street. As you run into the street, what are you doing? You have taken the first step. Are you trying to hide? Are you trying to perceive? What are you trying to do?
He's gonna look
You have a
around,
split second.
look all directions, see if he sees any guards.
Give me a perception roll.
What is happening?
I don't like how Zach's
gnome
feeling today.
pursued
He's
by the
zany.
gang.
He's wacky, and we gotta live with these consequences.
23.
You run outside, and as you look to your left, there are two guards that are walking down the street. And you can hear them shouting, "All residents of Smolderock, stay in your home."
Towards me.
They're walking down towards you right now. So they're a couple hundred feet down the road.
Is there anything I can quickly dash to hide behind, or would they see me?
You can hide around the house if you want, but you can give me a stealth check right now.
How far am I from the edge?
You from the edge of
The lava.
you're a couple hundred feet. You probably got almost a quarter mile.
On their
What is happening?
are they on the way towards
He's gonna
it?
fucking kill himself.
You are in the middle of a bunch of homes right now.
What is happening?
So if you want to go towards the edge of the river, you have to go back towards the mines.
Sheelal, get back in the fucking house!
I need the
He's-
stealth check.
He's gonna take a. He's gonna
I need the stealth check.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
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 What'd you get?
12.
12?
I am gonna lose my goddamn shit right now.
It was on the 16, and then it slipped over.
You continue. You run around the corner of the house. And you hear them, "All residents of Smolderock back inside your homes." There is a group of 6 criminals that have illegally entered the town and have committed multiple acts of murder, aggravated assault, more murder, and are currently trying to shut down the mines. And then he stops as you run around the corner. And they both stop moving. They look at each other, and there is nothing else said. They leave.
It's coming.
He's gonna run towards the lava as stealthily as possible.
Oh my.
Oh, Zach,
God.
what is this play? What is this play?
We cannot help you.
I understand my actions.
We don't.
We have no clue what these actions are right now.
He put a sheet on and left. That's great.
I'm still caught on the fact that he said that we illegally entered the town. How do you illegally enter a town?
Listen, when you control the rules, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the guards, by the way. You run towards the edge of town, back towards the mines, which you know to be the quickest way there, and you can see right before you are about to step out of the alleyways, you can see Varmir's shadow at the entrance of the mine shore, and he is just standing there.
At that sight, he turns around and goes back.
Stay there!
He books it.
He's gonna lead him back to us.
He's gonna lead him back
You're
to
literally gonna lead us back to us.
What are you doing,
Zach, stop
Zach?
You
Zach,
can hear
stop.
the boom, boom,
You're done. You're on your own.
boom,
Straight up.
as he is running behind you.
I'm not. He's not gonna lead them towards the place where everybody's at. But he's gonna be run a couple blocks by.
You continue running a couple blocks as Varmir, it's not even like he's running. He's really more just walking to keep up with your pace.
It's a leisurely stroll for a stone giant.
And I'm still trying to stay and jump between anything or whatever. Not on top, but in between tight areas he might not be able to reach.
What are the other four of you doing?
What did he just do?
I'm sitting in the home, looking at this open door, jaw on the floor, wondering, is this the end? Is this what my life
Was
has
this
come
some
to?
sort of malfunction or something?
I think Sheelal. I think he thinks he's invisible. I don't know.
He's abandoned us.
We're
I can't
toast.
believe it. I never
Guys,
thought the day would come. We're on our own, I
do we
guess.
go get him? What do
I
we
closed
do
the
here?
door. No.
Yeah, just
No. I locked the door. I don't know what he's planning. I don't know if something has to do with Mick, maybe. I don't know if they've been working together, but clearly he's doing something on his own. We have to do our thing.
I mean, do we say fuck it and just go after the last rune and hopefully in all the chaos we meet back up with him? Because this isn't going to last long.
It's enough of a distraction. I say that if we do want to do this, Kai, I assume you know where another one of these is. What's the closest one to us?
Or what's the
Oh.
closest one to the elevators?
yeah, true.
That's also true, but you guys know a bit better about... I look over at... Well, you guys, not anymore. It's just Ajax that has been able to see the elevators.
Yeah.
How bad is it over there?
How bad is it?
Guards, people watching over the elevators, how...
I don't know. I wasn't really in a state of percepting anything because I was in the clutches of a stone giant as
I'm
he
not
was.
talking about that. I'm talking before that. Whenever you were going to get the medicine and the potion, you guys said that you saw people right by the elevators. That's what I'm referring to.
Well, they had apologies. I forgot that I did that. It's been a long day. No, when I went to the apothecary, they had already assembled a good amount of security at the elevators. By the sounds of it, from that guard that was just shouting, they're looking for us. There's a Medusa looking for us that's going to shoot us with fireballs in a moment's notice.
What?
Criminals inside the home. You are completely surrounded.
Oh,
We know you're in there.
guys, they know we're in here.
I hate you, Zach, so much.
Well,
I'm gonna
guys,
kill you in real life, not just in this game.
We
I'm
had
gonna
a good
find
thing working
Sheelal in
here.
this game, and then I'm gonna find you in real life. I don't
It's
think I
Zach
don't know
got
where
us
you
into
live,
here.
but I will find you.
Wait, what did you want us to do?
And Raggax shouts back out.
Oh, Raggax, what are you doing? Shut up.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, I'll be quiet.
Open the door peacefully, and nobody has to get hurt.
Hey, I mean,
How long have you been standing behind that door?
I go over to the window where the bedroom is. Can I see anybody
Give me
outside?
a perception roll.
guys, this is going great.
A 16. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
From the back window, you can see 2 guards are in place, waiting. You don't get the sense that they're completely lying.
I look over at the others and kind of motion to the window. There's 2 of them. If we're going to do this, we got to figure out where we're going now and try and shake
As
them.
you say that, you do hear the giant footsteps of Varmir run past you.
Pass? Like it doesn't stop?
No.
What's going on? What's he running to?
With a 16, I will also give you this. You look at the alleyway behind you, and you can see Thorinstall hurriedly limping back home. And you can see there's another guard that is essentially running behind him, grabbing his shoulder and trying to help him get back home as well.
Oh, they have to be prepping for Medusa. That has to be what it is. They don't want anyone to get caught the gaze.
Kai, what is which are we going to? I think that it should be not where the elevators are.
What are you guys doing? You can hear the knock on the door again.
I pull out a halberd and I look over at Kai. There's 2 of them. I go for one, you go for the other. You run to the rune.
I, crack my knuckles. Alright, let's just fucking get this over with.
I look over at Raggax and the other 3, and I look over at them.
I've got 1 second level spell slot left. So I can either turn us invisible, or I can cast Shatter.
I'm running low on spell slots.
Save it for now. We're sticking
Use a
with cantrips
cantrip.
until we actually need it.
I can also create a cloud of fog.
Use a better cantrip.
We need to hold off until the elevator, whatever happens at the elevators. We need
Is
to
there
try our
any
best to
place
conserve.
Raggax can hide.
You are currently in the home, so you can hide behind any of the walls around you. But the issue is the 2 guards that are at the window. You can tell that they are actively trying to peer in, but they are in a battle-ready stance.
Are there cabinets in here that Raggax can go in?
Yes.
Raggax will go into the nearest cabinet.
You guys got this. Good luck.
Raph, would I know? I mean, I've never tried this before, so I don't know. But if there's only 2 of these guys right here, I look over at Kai. Stay right here. I have to try something.
Alright, I'll follow your lead.
And I'm going to try put the echo right behind one of them. And switch places and hit.
Oh.
Here is how this is going to happen. Because everyone is ready for combat, roll initiative.
Yeah.
Zach, you've doomed us.
I know what I'm doing.
Great.
Good for you. I'm glad
Good
you
for you.
know.
I'm glad you know.
Awesome, Zach.
Anyone above a 20?
I got a 24.
15 through 20.
16.
Oh, I got an 18.
No, not you. You're not an initiative.
Stay out of this.
What? You are going at the end of the round because you are not an initiative here.
Dude, I've not even written anything. It's just been so chaotic. I've not had time.
Raggax and Kaixus, what did you guys get?
14.
8.
As you are about to summon the echo, Ajax, is there anything you want to do?
Well, unfortunately, Aaravani said that he locked the door. I don't exactly have a key.
I mean, you are inside the home.
Oh,
It's like a deadbolt.
If it's got a deadbolt, then
You ever lock your
I
house
didn't
door?
think that. For some, I don't know why, but I thought that he
gonna
just
get out
had
of
the
my
key
house?
and he like locked it, and there was no deadbolt or anything.
I almost want to take your turn away.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
How does one open this door?
Again, Ajax. As you look at the door, Ajax, what are you doing?
Unlock
What
the
are you
door.
doing?
Open
You are unlocking. Okay.
the door.
As you unlock the door and open it, there are 2 guards with their weapons ready and primed as they both have 2 spears pointed at the door.
Close the door. Lock the door.
Action.
Aww.
That will be your action. To close the door and lock it.
Okay, can I not do that? That was me joking. I'm sorry.
That's not a joke. You just said you were doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say here, no, you know better.
Rollies.
Dude, we're down
In a
2 party
situation
members.
like
They don't have a
this-
brain cell right now. We're doomed. what was
between
that?
them.
What was that?
Join me, Trevor. Join
Yes,
me.
you can go ahead and
Yeah,
we
and-
can take it back.
Yeah, that was a knee-jerk reaction. I'm not doing that. Okay. How close are they? Like they're right
within
there.
5 feet of you.
Do I see the echo?
No, he's going out the back door. Or the back window. He summoned the echo from the bedroom window.
I would like to pull out of my pocket the binding gag that I took off of myself
Oh.
from the mines. And as an action, whichever guard, let's go for the one on the left. I'd like to attempt to essentially repeat the bindings that happened to me, and see if I can gag him.
That'll be your action. It is going to be a contested sleight of hand check. It'll be a sleight of hand for you. And he will get advantage on the skill check for 2 reasons. The first, he knows what the gag is.
Oh, he does. This is commonly used, okay.
The second, he is not grappled or restrained or anything like that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me the sleight of hand check.
I thought that I'd do something a little out of the box instead of just a firebolt.
You know what, Trevor? I think you got this.
I don't think I've got
I
this.
think I think there's only room for one of us to be out of. Who knows?
He's
What
going
is-
back
I've
to the
gotten-
mine, baby.
I've got an
what is-
8 for
what
my
is
sleight of hand check. What about you?
That is a 12 for them.
Oh, shucks.
As you go to wrap it around him, immediately he hits your elbow, collapsing it inwards, and he starts to try to grab it out of your hand.
So is this a contested?
It's not a contested thing. You still have control of it.
Okay, I'm just trying to like yank it back. Like, no, this is mine. And shucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
So those 2 guards are next on initiative. They're both going to swing at you.
Oh, no.
That is a lot of numbers.
No way.
They
The
don't have
first one is a
multi-attack, do they?
22.
Okay.
The second is a 23.
Damn.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Double hit.
God damn it, Zach. It didn't have
Zach,
to be
if you
this
kill
way.
us, I'm going to kill you.
It didn't have to
First
be this
attack,
way.
10 points of piercing damage. Second is 6 points of piercing damage as they both stab you in the gut and pull their blades back out. Aaravani, it is your turn, as you can now hear the screams of Ajax getting gutted from the other side of the house. The other 2 guards have not reacted, not realizing what is going on yet.
So I've not even done anything yet. I'm still inside of the house.
Yes. You can tell, however, that it will work. You will be able to summon the Echo and swap places with them.
I can also just attack with it too, right? Like,
Yeah, as long as you can attack, your Echo can attack.
then what I'm gonna do from a safe distance is I will right behind one of them, bonus action, summon it right behind them, and I'm gonna make an attack on them.
Roll to hit him.
Try and see what I can do from the back. Is this at advantage or no?
It is not an advantage.
Oh, well, that was a nat 1, so.
Ooh.
Like the ones
Unfortunately,
by
that
Ajax
attack-
or the ones outside?
No, the one's outside.
Or the
from the back
window.
door.
Oh, there's
from the window.
4.
There is
Oh,
4.
we're
What
surrounded.
do you mean, Trevor?
Or y'all
He's-
are surrounded.
Oh my gosh, there's
We're
no brain.
surrounded.
We're dead. These two,
There's 4.
we have
I'm sorry.
two less party members right now.
Trevor, have you
have
been
not-
drinking water?
I have been drinking water. I just
Okay.
haven't had much sleep.
Unfortunately, you summon the echo, and immediately it bounces off the fresh and Terravant armor.
That shit do be fresh. Can attest, it's fresh.
Then that is what I got, and I'm going to just stand there.
Okay, you stand there. Kaixus, you're up with Raggax on deck.
I am going to try and stay out of there if I can help it, and do just a little firebolt. I think I'm just gonna do a little firebolt.
Do the firebolt.
24 on the firebolt,
That hits, roll damage.
5 fire.
5 fire to one of the guards as it... You know the weakness to Terravant armor. It's not fire, but you know just the pressure points to hit as it bounces and immediately it hits him and he staggers backwards into the echo as he is in a slight state of panic.
Yep. So understand that. Understand that feeling, guard. Anyway,
Is it the
that's
end of your
it.
turn?
It is.
Raggax, you're up.
I don't know. I'm hiding in a cabinet. Oh, fuck.
Raggax, get out of the fucking cabinet.
Shut the fuck up! You're gonna blow my cover! Ah,
They're gonna
damn it.
find you eventually. It's time to fight.
So here's the fun thing. Because you are hiding in a cabinet, you are going to have the prone condition.
Yeah.
It's going to require half your movement to get out of there. Actually, I'll let you do an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Oh, that wasn't bad. It could have been a whole lot worse. Dirty 20.
That'll be enough as you... Are you getting out of there?
I mean, god damn it. It looks like this is gonna go horribly anyway, so yeah, sure.
Any other creature in this party would have struggled, but you immediately open the cabinet, roll out of there, and you are in the middle. You're in the kitchen. You can go to the left and help Ajax. You can go to the right and help Kaixus and Aaravani.
Raggax is gonna go to the left and help Ajax. As he rolls out, he is gonna throw a furry pellet, hopefully between the guard and Ajax. And it's going to be... Oh, I haven't gotten this one yet. It's gonna be for Raph. It is an axe beak.
Huh?
A what?
An axe beak.
An axe beak, you know, an axe beak.
You know, an axe beak.
Oh.
What the fuck is an axe beak?
It's like looks like a dodo with an
Oh,
axe
it's
for
one
a
of these
beak.
fucking like wannabe chocobos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As you summon out this two-legged, flightless bird with this essentially what is a beak in the form of an axe. That is literally what it is. As it is summoned and just hear this. "Ah!"
Perfect. Raggax will very just quickly run his knife along the tip of his finger, and he will flick some blood on Ajax, and he casts Sanctuary on Ajax.
Nice.
Ajax, you cannot harm anyone, nor can you be targeted.
The Leviathan's embrace yet again. Is this how you try and convince me to join your cult?
Well, you know, I can't think of any other way. Bye.
And Raggax is gonna run towards the nearest window if he can.
There is a window by the kitchen on the left side, if you would like to go that way.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use the rest of my turn doing that.
You go that way, and you will notice two more guards are standing at that window with spears in hand, looking at the window waiting.
Hi, fellas.
That is the end of your turn. It is now Iska's turn. Iska has no fucking clue what to do. She sees Ajax in trouble. She was told to hold on to her spells, so she's going to cast a firebolt. That is an 18 to hit, which will hit. That is a D10. 6 points of fire damage to one of the guards. As from your left shoulder, Ajax, you hear this immediately flicker of flame just rush right past you and hit one of the guards square in the chest. And Iska's just standing in the middle in the kitchen, looking between you and Aaravani and Kaixus. That is her turn. As the guards outside go, both guards are terrified, and they're both going to take attacks on the shadow. As you hear them go, "What the fuck is that?" That is a 12 to hit. And a 15 to hit.
They miss.
As you manage to maneuver the echo so that it doesn't hit it, but rather deflects both spears back into the ground.
Under my breath, let's go, Jin. Yeah.
As we cut to the outside, and Sheelal, you are running between the houses as you hear Varmir stomping, chasing you. If you would like to give me a stealth check as an action, you can.
How far is he behind me?
He's about 60 feet behind you.
And how far have we passed, is the house?
At this point, maybe like 100 feet. You're not very far.
Would I be able to dash straight back towards the house without taking an attack of opportunity?
You would have to cut around a building, and if you do that, what is your movement?
My movement is 30.
So essentially, you'd have to jump a block over and run around, and you would end up essentially parallel with him, and he would be able to get you.
But if I just turn straight back from where I am, is he able to follow me in this alley, or is he an alley over?
He's an alley over, but he towers above the buildings, so he can see you. He is in the direction of the house, so you would end up being within range for him to move and hit you.
Yeah, I'll turn on a dime to go straight back to the house.
Okay, you turn on a dime and immediately start rushing back towards the house.
Would I be able to do my dash and without an attack of opportunity, I'm assuming?
You're not going to take an attack of opportunity, but on his turn, he is going to be able to move and hit you.
And then I will bonus action dash.
Okay, I'm taking that into account. Because you're 60 feet behind him, so you'd 60 feet run back towards him, and even 30 feet, it's going to be within his range.
We have these guards and this giant to deal with now.
But I'm technically there though, right? Because you said 90 or 100 feet back, and that would be.
You would be able to essentially get right behind the house, and you could see Shadow Masu fighting the two guards.
And is it just 4 in total? Was I able to see?
You would only be able to see those 2.
Okay.
It's at the end of your turn.
Yeah. He'll try to. Yeah, he'll be there. That's fine.
Okay.
That'll be it.
I'm gonna put you into initiative proper. Raggax, I forgot the Axe Beak's turn.
Oh, well, I don't think he gets a turn until my next turn, because it's an action to summon him, and then on I believe subsequent.
You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves.
Yep.
So wait, can you Sanctuary?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action?
Yeah, it's a bonus action spell.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize that.
So he can't command it this turn because he's sanctuaried.
Yep, correct.
What a guy.
It is the stone giant's turn.
Of course it is.
Which is now turning around, running back towards us.
Which now turns around and starts rushing back towards you guys. And you can see him pulling his hammer out from his back, and he is going to rush right behind you, Sheelal, and swing down with his giant club.
At this point, you could have just ran to the bank. You could have just ran to the bank.
What you wanted.
Now,
that's funny.
the stone giant does make 2 great club attacks.
Okay.
Brother, rest in
The
peace.
first one is a natural 1.
Brother,
That is
rest
crazy.
in not
hits.
peace.
That does
The
not
second one is a 15,
does not hit.
as both of them manage to barely miss you. And you avoid the stone giant's wrath this turn. Ajax, round 2, baby. What do you
Round
do?
2, as an action. Actually, I have a question before anything else. Whenever we were at the mines and they were talking about the Medusa, were we ever kind of in range? Did I ever hear it?
No, you guys never heard it. When you were running away from the mines, they had to go get the Medusa
Okay.
as you guys were running around. So you did not hear the flaming fireballs being cast from her hair.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Because, and it might require another intelligence check for me to do so, but what I would like to do is, to my best judgment, around the corner, like down the street, because it's got a range of 30 feet, I would like to minor illusion and make the sound of like a Medusa screaming and make it sound as if it's approaching.
You with a 10 that you rolled previously.
It was
I'm
an
going to
11.
say you don't know.
It was an
That
11.
doesn't make it any better.
Not quite enough.
Excuse me, sir. This point matters.
I'm going to say here an 11 is not going to make a sufficient enough difference.
Okay, hold. I'm good.
He's been sanctuaried. He's got to figure out what to do.
I know. There's an axe beak in front of me.
There is an axe beak in front of you. You are flanking.
Okay, this time as an action, I'm gonna close the door and lock it.
You should have just done that in the first
I
place.
should have just done it in the first place.
Immediately, you just close the door, lock it.
I was shooting firebolts through that.
I thought you were shooting out the window.
Oh. I thought I was shooting out the door. I'll shoot out the window. It's fine. I get to break the glass, which is always my favorite thing to do.
You did break the glass. Sorry, I should have said that. You did
Okay.
break the glass with your fireball.
All right, sweet. I love breaking glass.
So, Kaixus, everyone but you has been under the assumption that you've been attacking the ones that Jin Master's or Aaravani's been attacking.
I think I'm attacking those. Man, I just see a guard and I fucking start blasting at this point.
So the window is broken now.
The window is broken.
I see a classmate and I blast them.
I see someone I went to school with, I blast.
Aaravani
Okay.
Kaixus, as you guys are on the back window, you also do hear Varmir's footsteps get closer, and as his clubs hit the ground, your feet go up into the air just a little bit as it sends these shockwaves through the ground. Is that the end of your turn, Ajax?
I'm just gonna walk towards the center of the room with my movement.
You walk right next to Iska, who says, "Good going. You really showed them." And she pats you on the back.
I should have just done that in the first place. I don't know what's going on with me.
Sheelal, you're up.
I feel like you got like a free like time reverse when you like first locked it and you're like, nope, never mind. And then you went back to it. He's continuing to run. He's gonna bonus action disengage. And I'm like, he's like in the scene, he's getting chased while he's swinging, right? While I'm getting swung on.
Correct.
While he's running past. How far away am I from the guards?
You're about 10 feet away from the guards right now.
Sheelal is going to run through them, like between them, throw down a bunch of ball bearings.
He's
Turn the corner.
doing the Scooby-Doo chase trap scene.
As you run past them, disengage, the shockwave from the second Great Club hit knocked you up into the air as you land right next to the guards, drop the ball bearings around you, Shadow Masu, and the guards. And as you start rushing forward, the next alleyway right next to the house, you can see 2 more guards, spears placed ready at the window, and their heads just sort of slowly turn towards you.
How much of my movement would I have left after that?
You would have 15 feet of movement left, and then you have your... Oh yeah, that's it, because you bonus action and you dashed already. You have 15 left.
Would you allow him to get to the window that is broken?
Oh,
With
now you're gonna
ease.
rejoin us, huh?
And you could
Bring a
jump
giant
right
to
back
us?
in if you want.
Yeah. Great.
He's gonna do that.
I can't with
He's
you.
gonna hop in.
With the rest of your movement,
fucking
you
can't
break
with you.
the rest of the window as it shatters. And you land right in between Kaixus and Aaravani.
We should go.
What the hell are you doing?
This is all your fault!
I want so badly to punt this guy out the window right now. I
Stars in a
know I can
stone
do it.
giant, knock it on
I
the
know I
Six
can kick him.
stars in a stone.
Oh my god.
What was the plan? You said you knew what you were doing. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Intrigue me.
I mean, it
what
changed
a-
a little bit there at the end, but
I
for the
thought
most
you
part,
knew what you were doing.
Zach
For the
screwed
most-
us.
for the most
we
part.
are done for.
plan-
What do we do?
The plan was thrown away at the end. It was not changed. It was tossed in the bin.
This is terrible.
Now the guards are up. One guard is gonna hit the Dodo Axebeard. Dodo Axebeard? The Dodo
Axebeard.
Axebeak.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And the other one is going to swing at the door. As you see Ajax, as you are standing in the middle with Iska, a spear goes straight through the door, and then it slices it in half as he uses his action to pierce the door and essentially begin to split it open. And you could just see the eye of one guard appearing right in. You had your chance, criminals. Aaravani?
I look over at the little autognome. Just the most disapproving glare I could possibly muster.
You know, Raggax was bad, but I didn't think it could get any worse.
And I look over at the rest of them, especially at Yiska. And for a brief moment, her figure changes to an image of a boy. And he just kind of looks at her. He takes a deep breath.
Kai, you need to get to one of those runes. However you need to do that, we have 10 minutes. If you can get to that, somehow, some way, we can do this. All right? But you gotta get there.
Probably more like 5 now. But I hear you. And I.
Are you
dap up
suggesting
Arcane.
we use the giant to break the rune?
I'm saying that we have to distract them until he breaks it. And I'm going to go to the front door. How much movement is that?
The back window to the front door is 60 feet of movement.
kind of sizable in here.
Zach, you gotta stop talking.
Then I just say, this house is our fortress, Kai. You need to get there. And I look at Yiska too. Are you able to make the two of you invisible? If anything, at least you get out of here with Kai.
I should have some magical sorcery points left so we can both go invisible.
Then you two do that. You work together to get to that rune. And we stake out here for now.
There's
Shut
all
the hell
berries
up,
on
Sheelal.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the guy that I just tried to hit.
Holy shit.
Roll to hit him.
That is a 26 to hit.
That will hit roll damage.
Dang, you know Easton's mad.
And that
Why are
is
you
going
laughing?
to be. What is that?
What makes this funny?
That is 13 points of damage for that.
That will be enough to kill the guard, as he was the one hit by the firebolt. As Shadomasu takes the halberd and swings down across the spine of this guard, and he immediately just and drops to the ground dead.
And then I'm just going to move it to the other one, and I will move basically to the center of the room pretty much. Try and get away from the door or the window a little bit.
What is the range of your
I just have to be within 30 feet.
We will say that you will be able to maintain it, as it'll be 30 feet and you'll be in the room and right at the edge. The echo cannot move any further backwards, though. It can only go towards you.
Gotcha. And that'll be my turn.
Kaixus, your turn. Raggax on deck, followed by Iska, followed by the guards in the back, followed by the giants.
I look to Iska and I say, come on, we have to do it. And then I hold my turn waiting for her to invisible us. And then make a dash for it.
Holding your action
I don't
will
get
only
my
give you the
movement.
dash. So you don't get your movement.
Oh, that's fine. Then yeah, just
So
let her
you
do
can
that, then move
you
to
can
30.
move to a window first,
Okay.
and then hold your action.
I'll move as far away
Which
as I can.
window do you want to go to? The front door is not the answer.
Probably
That's
not
towards
the
center of
not
town.
the one I threw a firebolt out of. I'll just go to a side window and wait there.
The side window is the one Raggax is next to, and the guards are standing there. It is unbroken right now.
God damn it! I guess I'll go to the broken window then. I guess I'll do the.
You go to the broken window where you were fighting the guards at, where Shadomasu is, and Varmir.
Damn it!
And you hold your action there.
Damn it, Sheelal! All right, action held.
Farmer's not there yet.
Come on, Iska. I'll wait for Iska.
He'll get there.
Raggax, your turn.
From where I am at, is there a possibility I can mount the axe beak?
No, Mr. Ajax closed the door and locked it outside. Axbeak is alone at the front door.
Was that the door that was broken, or is that... Okay, I see.
It's
That's
partially
the
broken.
door that the guard is rushing into.
Okay.
The front door, right?
Yeah.
If I were to jump out this window with the guards, would I be able to get to it?
Not with just your movement.
Okay.
You essentially have to run around the house.
God, this fucking sucks. I really can't do a whole lot right now.
Easton, it's okay.
Oh, we're gonna make it.
Oh, you shut up.
You better hope
Easton,
that
it's
we do,
okay.
Zach.
Shut your fucking mouth.
We've been through worse. This is
have.
the worst that this campaign has gotten to.
It's a very similar thing that Zach did before in another campaign, and we know how that happened, or what the result was.
It was a
so-
TPK that turned into a bad dream. Unfortunately, Smolderock doesn't have any dream pastries.
That was not...
That wasn't the
He
one.
caused the TPK. He opened the door.
Oh wait, that one too.
He caused the TPK. The dream pastry one was a Raph boo-boo. Because Raph fireballed at too high a level that he miscalculated.
Can I position myself to where I can see Varmir?
Let me re-explain where you are.
Okay, thank you.
This house is a box.
Okay.
You were hiding in the kitchen cabinet.
Yep.
Sanctuaried Ajax, who was at the front door, 30 feet away from you,
Okay.
then ran to your right to the only other window in here. That is on the side of the house. The back window has now one dead guard, one alive guard, Shadomasu, and Varmir. The front door had Ajax and currently has one guard breaking the door in, one guard fighting the Dodo axe beak, and the axe beak. You are currently on the side wall looking at the window in between the houses. And in that little alleyway are two guards with their spears drawn. That is where you are.
Could I make my way to the back window?
Easy.
Perfect. I do that. Is Varmir within 60 feet of us yet?
He is within 60 feet.
Thank God. Okay. This is going to be a Hail Mary, but let's see if it works. Raggax is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on Varmir.
I like it.
What does he have to beat?
Come on.
He's gonna have
Please
to,
give us some
it's
hope.
not big,
Please.
but it's a Wisdom save of 12.
Okay. That is a 12.
So it beats it. Man.
Silvery barbs.
Oh!
What's his wisdom, though?
You cannot see Varmir.
Shh, never mind. I thought that was going to be
You
cool,
are-
but it wasn't.
Oh.
You are in the middle of the house. As you see Raggax run to the window and cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right. He's still going to take damage.
Raggax, how do you have a 12?
I feel like it should be higher for wisdom.
Cole, it's a 15.
It's a 5th. Oh. Why did... Okay.
Oh, Cole, it is a 15. When you picked your...
Oh, it's the feature.
So it is a 15.
It is a 15.
Thank
That was
God.
the silvery barbs.
No, it wasn't. Keep your reaction.
Knew in his brain.
Okay.
I'm like, there's no way it's a 12.
Sorry.
Your save DC is 15.
I could
Okay.
kiss you, Raggax.
Oh, okay. That's going to be 18 points of psychic damage. And then he has to use his reaction to move as far away as his speed will allow from us.
Let's go, Cole. I love it.
And as Raggax does this, he draws his ceremonial knife across his tongue and he starts whispering.
As you draw the dagger, the blood seeping out from your tongue and gravitating, sitting on the dagger, you hear Varmir just, and you hear the stomping of his feet rush backwards away from the house, 40 feet.
Okay.
So he is currently 60 feet away from the house.
Bonus action, Raggax is going to command the Axe Beak to use all of its movement to try to get to the window at the back of the house.
It is a
Both guards are going to take attacks of opportunity on the dodo.
I
axe
figured
bearer.
they would, so hopefully they don't hit.
The first one is a 7.
Nope,
Let's go,
The
X.
next one is a 21.
that will hit, unfortunately.
8 points of damage.
Okay, he's still up.
Chump change.
He is still up as you slash upward, the guard, none of you guys can see this, unfortunately, but the guard slashes upwards, cutting through the flightless wings of the bird, and it immediately starts running to the window. Now, it cannot get any closer because it will stay within range of the guards and provoke attacks of opportunity from it, should it do that. But it's about 10 feet from the window.
If fucking Kaixus and Iska are going, that's their ride.
Now, Kaixus is in the back window, not that window.
Oh,
But what is the movement speed of the bird?
50 feet.
50 feet. With 100 feet, I will say it's able to run around and get to the back window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
It is Iska's turn as she's going to run towards Kaixus and she's going to say, all right, let's go. And she's going to tap you on the back. Sorcery point, twin spell. You're both going invisible. Someone roll me the d20. I believe it is 6. I lost what number it is.
I got 14.
14. Zoom. You're both invisible, and Iska is going to. That is her action, bonus action. That's all she can do. She's right next to you, Kaixus, as you are both invisible.
I take a dash action and I move as far as I can with her out the window.
She's going to lag behind you a bit, but you move 30 feet out the window.
All right,
Completely invisible. Give me a stealth check at advantage.
which is actually just evened out for me.
Yeah, the other
I
armor.
rolled real well.
Good.
It's gonna be above a 20. It's gonna be 23. No, 22.
Okay. You manage to avoid every piece of glass, and you leap out the window without making a sound.
Used to walking on eggshells.
It is the guard that is back there. His turn, and you are standing next to him, Kaixus, as he's going to turn, lock eyes with you for a second, breathe in, and he's going to swing at Shadow Masu. He has no idea you're there.
Nice.
Distraction.
That is a 17 to hit him.
He's gone.
Bye, Shadow Masu.
And now he's going to use his movement to start to get into the house. What is the DC on the ball bearings?
10.
I got a 13.
Okay, so he's moving at full speed.
Yes.
All right.
So he manages to avoid the ball bearings and get into the window. Now he is inside the bedroom. It is Varmir's turn. And Varmir is going to shout, I know you're in there. And he's going to run. He's going to action dash to run towards the house. And you can see whoever is by that back window, so Iska and Kaixus, he is barreling through, and at this point, he doesn't care. He is smashing through the buildings to his sides, taking the stone and leveling the buildings as he runs off to the side around you. That is his action. Ajax, baby.
Did he just say, I know you're in there? Which means I'm worried for my life. I think it's about time that I start looking into my own bag of tricks. Back whenever I first met Iska, there were some scrolls that we had. I'm gonna say we are borrowing from the Bogo brothers. I wanted to save them to copy them into my spell book, but I think I need to use one. And
now,
if I recall
still under the
correctly,
effects of the sanctuary, I believe.
which if I don't target a creature with a hostile spell.
Oh, you can do this, but the spell ends immediately.
What does?
Sanctuary. If the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, this spell ends.
I don't know what spell I'm gonna find with this spell scroll.
So, roll me a D100.
Oh yeah, did you just get the sack and you didn't really look in there?
I haven't looked.
You're a wizard and you haven't
All
looked
this
at
time-
dispel
Downtime,
scrolls.
man.
All this time we've traveled together, I haven't looked because I haven't thought to bring it up.
Don't you get curious? Come
Actually,
on.
this is how I'm gonna do it. Roll me a D10 first to determine what level spell it is.
10, baby.
You're sworn.
Give
Come
us
on,
a 10.
let's see it. Let's see it.
That's a 5.
Okay.
All right, that'll be. Roll me a D100.
Dude, be something crazy. Something crazy.
And 90.
Whoa. Be like disintegrate or something, please. Please.
We don't know if it's a 5th level spell. We don't know. It could be a 1st level.
Please.
Last time we did this, we got a teleport spell scroll.
That would be perfect.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Teleport us to anywhere but here.
Outside the city.
Here is how I'm also gonna do this. Roll me another D10.
Another 5.
All right, roll me another D100.
Oh my god. This is freaking me out.
I know
What
what
are
is
the odds I
happening.
get 90 again? 35.
What is happening? This is all because the gnome decided he wanted to play fucking Halloween.
Dude, Zach, this
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right.
we
We're not.
better be fine.
Get out of this.
We're not
better
fine.
be fine.
You reach into the bag and you manage to grab 2 spells in the panic. The first is Word of Recall.
Whoa.
Wait.
The second is Flesh to Stone.
Interesting.
I think Word of Recall is actually kind of crazy for a moment like this, if I'm not mistaken.
Word of recall. Is it our is it our this was all a bad dream spell? I
I'm not
recall that
mistaken,
this
I could
didn't
be
happen.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a crazy one.
Hold on. I'm reading.
I would like to recall when Sheelal had a fucking leash.
Dude, look at Raph right now. Look at his
Brad's
brain.
also like,
Look at his brain, the cogs turning in his head, or lack thereof.
My head hurts, guys. I thought this was going to be a let's plan, let's figure out what's gonna happen, and instead I had to pull out the fucking stat blocks.
these little
Dude,
guys, man.
I'm pretty
they keep
sure
getting
this
us into
spell's kind of
predicaments.
nuts, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so flesh to stone is essentially I am doing an
Pretty
Uno
on the
reverse
nose.
on the Medusa.
Uno reverse on the Medusa.
Perfect. There we go.
He just
Uno
pulls out a card and
reverse.
it reflects back.
No, you!
You're turning to flesh, man.
If I'm reading Word of Recall correctly, it's not going to do anything in this situation. Because I haven't prepared a sanctuary for us to go to.
Could Raph?
I'm not answering any more questions.
I have
Office
a hunch.
hours are closed.
I have a hunch.
Neither of these are going to do anything in this situation.
Would a sanctuary count as the cave? Raggax's cave?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Would sanctuary
That's the only thing I can think of either.
count as our safe house in Raid L?
You want to go back there?
Not necessarily, but it seems like anywhere is better than fucking here right now.
The person with the strongest connection to a deity is Raggax right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Dude, with
so
that movie just
reading,
pulled, though, my goodness.
reading the spell off, because
Huh.
my brain is melting at the moment.
Okay.
Even more so than it already was whenever I first opened the door and got stabbed twice and then decided to close it because that was the right thing that I should have done. You and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you, so we would have to group up,
Oh my god.
instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary.
I would consider
You and any
the
creatures
cave.
that teleport with you appear in the nearest unoccupied space to the spot you designated when you prepared your sanctuary. If you cast a spell without first preparing it, the spell has no effect. You must designate a sanctuary by casting this spell within a location, such as a temple, dedicated to or strongly linked to your deity.
Yeah.
In order for me to do this, I
damn.
have to commit myself to Leviatar.
I mean,
It's a cleric spell.
Raggax.
You don't have to
I mean,
give it.
but
It doesn't
Raggax,
have to be for
though.
you.
Yeah.
You could give it to Raggax.
I don't know.
I don't know if this is going to work, but you're going to be the only one that can do this.
All right. Let me remind everyone on the rules of casting scrolls with me. Anyone can cast a spell from a scroll. If it is a spell you can learn, you automatically cast it. If you are a spellcaster,
Give me the fucking scroll.
if you are a spellcaster, it is 10 plus the spell's level using your spellcasting modifier. If you are a non-spellcaster, it is 12 plus whatever spell, whatever class the spell is based off of. So if it's mostly a warlock spell, it'll be charisma. If it's mostly a wizard spell, it's intelligence, etc.
There are so many what ifs because this spell clearly lists that there are multiple things that are going to make the spell have no effect, that I don't think we can use this.
We're looking for Hail Marys right now, buddy.
This is the biggest Hail Mary of all time. However, I'm not leaving Kaixus and Iska here in Smolderock.
They can get the fuck back in here.
How many? It's max what? Even if it does work, it's max 5
It's
people.
me up to 5 other people.
You and 5 others.
That's enough
Yeah,
for all of us.
that's all 6.
That's enough for all of us.
But I mean, that problem though is designated though, and it's
It
Yeah,
sounds like you
that
have
is-
to.
You have to
No,
designate it
It
first.
sounds like the spell has to be cast somewhere.
The spell has to be cast somewhere, and then you can cast it again to go back.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna take us anywhere, I don't think.
Ugh.
Guys, we gotta blow up the town. Hold them off, we're gonna blow up the town.
Okay, hold them off. I thought that I could have a Hail Mary, but we could use this in the future.
That's what I'm saying, though. That spell is insane, though. If only you had done it sooner. If only.
What are the odds that I would have rolled a 90 and a 5?
I know.
If you give me your reaction for the turn, I will let you roll for the third and final scroll in there.
Come on.
Oh, so he doesn't want me to silvery barb something coming up.
We don't know that.
Okay, so what have I used so far? Have I used my action to look at these?
No, that's your free object interaction.
It's been free object interaction.
He's been looking at either hand for 5 seconds.
I have 1 second left. I have to do something. I'm still sanctuary. God, oh, this sucks.
Stop laughing, Zach.
I'm marching over to Sheelal. Hand it over. You got us into this mess. Hand it over.
Hand what over?
The potion of invisibility. Give it.
Do I have one?
Yes. You and I went to the apothecary.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you.
No, I followed Kaixus.
Give me the potion.
He did. I think he did follow me. Can't be loud about it, though. Man, this 1 second's really lasting a long time.
Sheelal is by the back window.
I understand this. I've used half of... Well, how much movement was it to get here to the back window?
That is 30 feet.
Hand it over.
He is going to...
On your turn. Oh, which is next? Which is next? So are you holding your action, Ajax?
Yes.
You ready your action to drink the potion. Sheelal, it is your turn. I will allow you to hand it here as a bonus action.
I'm gonna... Gotta do a rolly for myself.
What do you mean you gotta do a rolling for yourself?
He's gonna hand over the killing with good intentions trifold.
Oh my.
What is this, some kind of fucking joke?
Is it? I don't. What? Is that what you wanted?
My face is now blood red. And I just crumple it into my hand. And that's my action. I ain't got nothing.
What's outside?
You know it's outside. You know
There's a
it's
guard
outside.
inside of here right now with us.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a
that's
guard
right, yeah.
inside with you, and Varmir's outside.
He's like right next to the window, you said?
Yes.
Sheila's gonna push him out.
Okay. That'll be your action. Give me an athletics check.
He's gonna run over. 22.
What is your strength modifier? I also rolled a 22.
+2.
I have a +3. Ooh. As you go to shove him, he does not move.
Yeah, that'll be it.
The guard at the front door goes next. He's gonna use his action to break the rest of the door down, using the spear to slice it in half and then kick it down. As he's going to rush in, and the second guard behind him is going to run all the way inside and take a swing at Raggax.
For sure.
Raggax, that is a 15.
It will not hit.
As it bing bounces off you. Aaravani.
It bounces off. It hits, but it doesn't do any damage.
I am solid against his sword.
I at this point, like after the interaction that just happened with Sheelal and Ajax, I think that he's honestly kind of hyperventilating. Like the thought again, just how in the world are we going to get out of this? Kind of rushes through his head, and past events of his life begin to rush through his head as well. And he's going to summon Shadow Masu behind the guy that just got in here, and I'm going to make an attack at the guy that was attempted to be shoved by Sheelal for my first attack.
Roll to hit him.
That is going to be a 25 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
10. That is going to be 15 points of damage for that first attack.
That will be enough to kill him.
Nice.
Dead. I'm going to, with my final, Unleash Incarnation, I'm going to attack that guy that just walked into the room.
So it will be opposite. As
Yeah.
you summon the Echo, it'll be the Unleash Incarnate on the guy by the window, and then you can take the swing on the guy that just walked in.
Yeah.
With ease. Make the attack.
Okay. That is going to be 16 to hit.
That barely hits. Roll damage.
Damn.
I get to roll reroll 2s. Come on. Yes, that's another 15.
Enough to kill the guy that just walked in.
very
The
nice.
entire time is just I'm not raging, but the same sort of blood-curdling scream that reaches into a eagle screech as I take out both of them. Just both heads completely clean off.
The heads roll immediately. As they drop to the ground, the only guard left alive is the one attacking Raggax.
And how far would that be from me?
10 feet.
Action surge, go for that guy.
You run towards him, action surge, make the attack.
That is going to be another 16 to hit.
That will hit, roll damage.
Oh, come on, another 10 would be amazing, please. I get to reroll 2s. Come on, another 10, please. That's another 2, so that's 7 points of damage.
You aren't in, it's not enough to kill this guy as you rush towards him in your rage and but he is clinging to life,
Just breathing at him, like blood all over him at this point, just staring him down. And that's my turn.
What the fuck are you people? Kaixus, it is your turn.
I just start moving in the direction of, oh god, I hope fucking Iska can sort of keep up with me or know where I'm going. I start heading in the
She was with you. She knows.
direction.
You told everyone where the runes are.
Perfect. Then I just start moving in the direction. I'm just gonna go for the closest one.
You know that the closest one is by the entrance to the mines.
Perfect.
Before the shoreline that heads down, but right where the stone, where the natural rock formation of the ravine and where the stone of the town meet.
Okay.
That is going to be about we're going to call it 240 feet away.
Okay.
With the axe beak, how much distance can
He has not mounted the axe beak yet.
I have not mounted the axe beak. Could I use an action to mount it, or am I too far
It
away?
is, I believe it's half your movement.
Then yeah, I'll mount that axe beak.
You mount the axe beak, and then on the axe beak's turn, you'll run 100 feet.
Sounds
if
good.
it dashes.
I'll wait. Can I wait? Can I hold until I feel Iska get on with me, or?
That's on Raggax.
Okay.
If you want to shout something to tell Raggax, you can.
Oh, Raggax can't fucking see.
Raggax cannot see anyone.
Oh my god.
I just get on. I'm going to prepare an action to yell at Raggax. I'm going to wait until I feel Iska get on with me. So holding the turn. As soon as I feel her get on with me, I'm just gonna yell, send it, Raggax.
Raggax, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh no. Here's what I'll do. I'll flip a coin because I truly don't know. Raggax is focused on the main directive of getting them to that rune. All right. Okay. Raggax is looking at the window for any sign of a movement of glass falling to the floor.
Nothing.
Fuck. Raggax will not send it quite yet, and he will.
If that is the case, you will have to hold your action, and I will let that be because it's a bonus action to command him.
Yeah.
You can either hold your action to command it, and I'll allow that to be it, or wait a whole turn.
Oh man, that sucks. Ooh, Raph, you're breaking my balls.
What will you do
You're
here?
breaking my balls
We're
here.
busting our own balls here.
I have bent the rules as far as I can fucking bend them.
I know. With everything that's going on, Raggax has to do something this turn. So Raggax will cast Zapping Sting on the guard that's still in here with us.
Okay.
That's going to be a Con 15 save from him.
9.
He is going to take 1d4 necrotic damage. That's going to be 3 points of necrotic damage to him.
He is still alive.
He's going to fall prone. Fucking go, buddy! And he sends the axe beak.
It immediately starts running. It is going to action dash 100 feet away.
Damn, I'm
I've
holding
seen
on
this
for dear life.
somewhere before.
I'm pretty sure you said we were pretty close to one, right? How close is that? How
240 feet.
Okay.
You have 140 left.
Okay, it's not terrible. Okay.
The wrong way, man. Wrong way.
It is Iska's turn.
Fuck.
I'm gonna roll. That is her turn. It is the guards outside's turn. The guards outside are gonna break the window, leap in, and they're going to charge you, Jinmasu. Or, sorry,
Shadow Masu's
Aaravani.
still there, so
yeah.
either one, whichever they want to choose.
natural 1,
Miss.
modded 20.
That'll hit. Is that for specifically me?
That is for you, yeah.
Okay.
10 points of piercing damage as they go to stab you in the gut. Pulling his spear back around, the second one spins around. You take your halberd and bat the spear back down into the ground. And it is Varmir's turn. I've given you all plenty of chances. I don't know who you are, but now I have to kill you. And he's going to make 2 attacks on the roof of the home.
Yikes.
First attack is a natural 1.
Oh, nice.
As you hear it hit the rooftop and it bounces off the corner, you can hear the stone and rubble. But he barely misses.
He's mad.
That is a 15.
Did he run through any of the ball bearings on the way back?
No, he did not.
Those are going to
Zach.
affect him.
He is colossal, Zach. It will not have an effect on him.
Not with that attitude. Hey, it doesn't say anything about size.
He stepped on a crumb. You're asking him. You're asking if
Ball
he's going to
bearings
slip
are
and fall on a
dense.
crumb.
Maybe, Easton, maybe he's allergic to mayonnaise, and you can throw the cocktail.
True. Hey, you know
Maybe,
what? It's
or
time
maybe
to
we'll
blind,
mildly irritate him by getting
It's
the mayo
time
grenade, like
to
it gets in between his
blind
toes.
him. Well, actually, Kai's got them probably, doesn't he? So never mind.
On the second attack, the very foundation of the roof begins to crack as the entire house reverberates, and you can see the crack starts in the middle of the roof and immediately starts going down through the sides of the walls as a million micro fractures start going straight through the stone into the foundation, and you can see pieces of the rooftop begin to fall. And you could just see his massive head and one eye peering through the roof. It's not enough for him to make an attack on any of you, but this roof will not hold. And that is where we will end this session.
Fuck. Hey guys, it's Cole, player of the Goblin Cleric Raggax. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on our socials. Links can be found in the description. Be sure to share us with your friends. We release new episodes every Wednesday on all major podcast sites. See you next time.